Yeah, welcome aboard or welcome along. It's Wednesday night, and I love Wednesdays. They get us a chance to connect, get together with our buddies and really, embrace, if you will, embrace the spirit of owning your own life. We talk about that. That's what this event's about, right? For many of us just started with Juice Plus. We're feeling that out and what it's about. For me personally, I've been around Juice Plus now for, goodness, maybe 10 years, 9 years taking the product, and the last 6 or 7, certainly watched Linda, my wife, do well with this as a business. So it's been a big part of our life. At first it was the product, getting that in my body, feeling, the health benefits I had from that, and just feeling I could run at 100%, without, getting sick or feeling run down. The second was, the community, and it's checking in with things like this, with like-minded people, hearing inspirational stories, hearing where other people are at, hearing the vulnerabilities, and, that can make you feel, humble in itself, and that the day's worth, is being worthwhile. Because inside us all, right, it's that little burning, that little flame, sometimes it's a flicker and sometimes it's fully alive, right? But some point in our day, we all have those thoughts, I want the best for me. I want the best for my family. How was your day? Did you get to do all the cool stuff you wanted? Some of the cool stuff, did you get to spend it with the people you love? With your kids, with your friends, with your buddies, with your parents, with those that, you're closest to. That's what owning your own life is about, So hopefully you had some of that in your life. Well, I look at Juice Plus as a vehicle to get all those things, my health and my community, and, freeing ourselves financially as well. So, it's pretty cool to join in and get on board with something like this, and this Zoom event helps us. So I'm going to hand over to Jodes. I think Jodes has got Isla there with her, but Phil's just gone for a bit of a walk, it looks like. So that's pretty cool. We love a business where bubs are included, and we do that. There's so many mums on board and on the call tonight. I know that. So Jodes is going to tell us about our product. Take it away, Jodes.
Hello, everyone. My name's Jodie, and we started on the products about 5 months ago now, and we'd known James for quite some time. And I guess the first thing that got us interested was we had heard good things about Juice Plus and anxiety. And my husband runs his own business, and for him, anxiety's always been a little bit of an issue for him. And so that was the first thing that sort of got us interested. And I guess for me, the other thing, we've always loved health and fitness and looking after ourselves. And about 4 or 5 months ago, it was pretty hectic. As you saw, I've got little Isla, so she's 15 months old. And I was looking to return back to work. And I just knew that I was going to need extra energy, more motivation. I'm still feeding Isla as well. So I felt like at the time, everything I ate, Isla was just taking from me. I was probably the skinniest that I've ever been, and probably felt the least healthy that I've ever felt. So I was really looking for something extra to boost my nutrition. And just so happened that we saw one of James's Facebook posts popped up, and we were curious about what it was that he was doing. So just to talk a little bit about the products, we've got there's 3 products, and I guess the products themselves made sense to us straight away. It's fruit, veggies and berries in a capsule. And for me, I work in health. So chronic disease is something that I see a lot of. Kidney disease, liver disease, diabetes. So it sort of made sense right from the beginning for me. So the capsules, we've got the veggie, the fruit and the berry capsules. And I love that it's vine ripened. So it's all the fruits and the veggies and berries are all picked at peak ripeness. We know when we go to the store, often the things that we're buying are not necessarily ripe, or they're artificially ripened. So that was very appealing to me as well. They're then all pulped down, so you're getting all of the skins and the good nutrition that's right underneath the skin. You're getting all of that within the product as well. It's then dehydrated at a really low temperature. So the other thing I really liked is it's bioavailable, so it's readily available to the body. So within about 3 to 5 minutes, you've got all of that micronutrition entering into the bloodstream. So that was very appealing. And then The powder's then put into a vegan capsule, so it's easily, able to be broken down and digested by the body. So that's the first product. The second one is the kids' chewables. And I'm not sure if you could see before, but Isla had spotted the packet. So she wasn't very impressed that I wasn't going to let her have one at this time of night or she'd never sleep. So the kids' chewables, they're fruits and veggies, and they're just mixed with a little bit of tapioca to make them into that sort of chewable consistency. So I love that first thing in the morning, Isla has a fruit one, she has a veggie one. And I know that she's had 17 fruits and veggies straight up first thing in the morning. Sometimes, she loves eating fruits and veggies, and sometimes she doesn't, and she likes to throw them, more ends up on the floor than what ends up in her mouth. So I really like that. I know that she's getting things too that I probably wouldn't necessarily give her on a daily basis too, things like kale and spinach and things like that. She might eat every now and then in something that I make, but I wouldn't probably give it to her every day. There's also a children's health study as well, which I really liked, that kids between the ages of 4 and 18 have access to either the capsules or the chewables for free, if an adult's also taking the capsules as well. So for me, I just thought that was something that was, important, that the company supports family health as well as just, healthy nutrition for adults. The third product, and I love this as well, is the complete shakes. So we've got the French vanilla and the chocolate. And for me, this is something that I like to have for breakfast. I like to add other things in, things like almond milk and frozen strawberries and chia seeds. For me, that's sort of like a complete meal that's quick and easy for me to do in the morning while Isla's having her breakfast. I can then take it with me in the car, and I'm full till lunchtime usually. So that's really appealing for me to be able to have something quick and easy first thing in the morning, but that also has like your carbohydrates, your proteins, your fats, your fibre. So it's a complete to get you started for the day.
Downstairs.
Layla is going to do a product story tonight, I think. Layla? So I think Layla, yeah.
Hi, thanks so much for that. My name's Layla, and I'm a yoga teacher and a shiatsu practitioner. And I first discovered the product through Amanda, who's a really dear friend of mine. So it was in a period where I was leaving Uganda. I'd got this amazing safari company that I was packing up, and probably the reason why we were leaving was because my mum had taken a tumble, one of a few. She lives in Northern Cyprus, and we just decided that me and my husband wanted to be a bit closer to her. So it was a time of our life where we were really stressed, selling a business, having all the components of that, moving country, trying to find an owner for my cat, and worried about my mum. So I wasn't sleeping, no energy. And instead of being like a sparkly yoga teacher that I was supposed to be, I was dragging myself out of bed in the morning and spending too many hours laying there awake. And then I was meeting Amanda for a cup of coffee, and she said to me, "Babe, this works for me and my family, maybe you should try it." And I was in Uganda, there's nothing available there, and probably if she'd have told me to drink my own urine, I would have given that a go. So I took those fruits, vegetables and berry capsules home, and my husband and I started on them. And it probably took less than 2 weeks, and we were discussing like what awesome, vivid dreams we'd had, and whether that could possibly be a side effect of taking the products. But what it actually meant was we were sleeping, which was like, wow, prior to that we've got insomnia. So now we were discussing dreams, which was awesome. And those last few weeks when I was in Uganda, it did mean that I could like really have the energy to spend time with friends and do all the things that I needed to do. And then a side effect of that, which we didn't expect, was my husband suffers from what we thought was candida, and he'd tried a lot of different diets and controlling what he ate, and suddenly his skin improved. So no more flaky skin and no more me dusting off his shoulders. So we fell in love with the capsules. That was what we tried then. And then since then, I've started taking all the products. We absolutely love the complete. Like you say, for me, it's replaced breakfast. I don't have to suddenly think about what's going to replace bread or toast. There's just this really awesome nutrition that I can put in a blender with my NutriBullet, throw in. I mean, today we had spinach, cucumber, grapes, and beetroot with the almond, with the vanilla, and just water, and it was amazing. So I love that I get all that nutrition in me, feel absolutely amazing. And Mum's doing really well too. She's like since on the Juice Plus and has been up and about and cooking and doing all sorts of things they said she'd never do. So we're addicted and we'll carry on taking them. And I'm forever thankful for Amanda for sharing it with me.
Cool, thank you, Layla. I can definitely also relate to the sleeping better as well, and my husband the same. He actually had quite a bit of back pain to hip pain that was sort of keeping him awake at night, and was also like using a lot of Nurofen as well, and that's something that we've also noticed since starting on the products. He sleeps a lot better and the pain is, you know, quite a lot reduced, which is also like quite surprising for us, which is, yep, always great. I think Christy is going to do some Shred 10, I think.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep. Hi guys, I'm Christy, and I'd love to chat to you guys tonight about the Shred 10, which is our amazing program that you get access to when you purchase certain Juice Plus products. It involves the capsules and the shakes. And it's just a really great 10-day program. It helps kickstart your health journey. It helps you shred those really bad habits and create new habits. It introduces you to whole foods, so you get a lot of education on how to eat healthier and be healthier as a person. It helps you shred toxins, which we all want to do. We live in a toxic environment these days, so it allows your body to you know, crave better foods and digest your food better. It allows your gut to heal. It reduces your sugar cravings and all those cravings for bad foods. You know, I myself love red wine and chocolate, and this just, you know, gives you guidelines to follow for 10 days. You cut out the red wine, you cut out the chocolate, all those things, gluten, dairy, that, you know, don't allow our body to, you know, work and function properly. So it helps you, you know, gives you more energy. It gives you clearer skin, better brain clarity. It's a really fun, easy program. Like I said, it's effective. I myself so far have lost 7 kilos on the program, and I started doing the programs right before Christmas last year. I just thought I'm going to give this a really good go. And me and my family, we do one every kind of 4 to 6 weeks. So we do the 10 days, and it just kind of keeps us on track. And it's nice because every time that I do the 10-day program now, it gets easier and easier. And I've noticed that the guidelines have introduced new good habits into our daily routine. So a lot of the things we are cutting out just naturally now. You know, I always thought that I was a healthy eater and I knew what being healthy was, but this has just taken it to the absolute next level. And I think if you're looking for something that's not a fad diet, you're not going to get quick results, even though every kind of 10 days, you know, you do lose a couple of kilos, which is a great bonus. This is just a really nice program, like I said, that you get access to when you purchase the Juice Plus products. Keeps you on track, gets you excited. You get to tap into a great community of people. You get access to, you know, the Facebook groups, educational videos, guidelines, cookbooks, smoothie recipes, tracking sheets so that you're accountable for, you know, how you're going on your 10 days and beyond. And yeah, it's just a fantastic community and way to, you know, lose weight, get healthy and keep on track for 10 days and beyond. So I really recommend tapping into the Shred 10. It's a fantastic program. So I'm going to pass over to Robin, who has had an amazing experience on the Shred program as well.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Christy. I started 4 months ago using the capsules solely at that time, and I was on those for probably about a week when Jodie's my daughter, and Jodie introduced me to the Shred program. I have found it to be the most easiest I've ever stuck to anything. And when that 10 days was over, I continued on it. I just didn't have a problem coming off it, didn't want to come off it. And, you know, now I relax a little bit and I will have the odd thing. If there's birthdays, whatever, we'll have cake with that. But it's the easiest thing to get back on track. And straight after that, I've lost around 10 kilos now over that 4 months. We've done 4 of them now. I'm just finishing the last one today. There's a group of us to try and keep us all on track. Jode's my great mentor, and a guideline so that if I'm struggling a little bit, she'll just send me messages to keep me back on track a little bit. As you mentioned when you first started about the detoxing your body, the first day, 2 days that I was on it, I thought I was slurring my words. I had the most horrible headache I've ever had in my life. I kept asking my staff at work, was I looking okay? Because I really thought I was going to pass out. But the slurring of the words, I thought I was having a stroke. But 2 days later, I started improving. I rang Jode and I said, I feel weird. I just feel really strange. And she said, Mum, I think you'll find it's just that toxins getting out of your system. It's also introduced me to a whole different range of food. I too thought that we ate reasonably healthy, but I've never felt healthier than what I do now. And it's introduced me to things like chia seeds. Didn't even know what chia seeds were before I started. You know, quinoa, never cooked quinoa before in my life, and I find it so yum. So, you know, and probably a bonus for me as well is my husband's in a wheelchair. So Jim can't afford to put on any more weight, but it's also helped us get him to lose weight, which is not easy because he can't exercise. So we found a bonus for us. The recipe book that goes with the shred it's got some amazing recipes in it, and I love cooking, and it's given me my love for cooking back again, which I had lost for a little bit. But it's trialing new recipes, and surprisingly, because most of them are vegetarian style, so surprisingly they're really quite tasty. And if I want to add chicken or something like that into it, I will. But it's sticking to the basic recipes but making something a little bit different. So, you know, we try and do one now once every 4 weeks. And in between times, it's really sticking to exactly the same thing because, like I said, it's the easiest program I think I've ever stuck to. You know, and trying to get a few other people interested along the way. I think that's the thing. And it is just really an introduction into a really lifestyle change. I start off every morning with my berry shake. Unfortunately, I can't take the completes because I'm allergic to mushrooms. So I literally make it with my berries and almond milk and banana and have all that. I've never had almond milk in my life, and now I don't have ordinary milk. I thought I would struggle more with the dairy because I love my dairy, but I haven't struggled whatsoever with giving that up. Jodie has got me onto different other types of yogurts and things like this, which are non-dairy, and I'm very pleasantly surprised at the range of things out there, and it actually doesn't taste too bad. So, you know, I think that's been really good. So, yeah, overall, you know, I've noticed just last week, actually, just thinking about it, I've actually gone completely off my reflux medication, which is a change in the complete diet that has done that. You know, I've had some other great results with the actual capsules, but this is all to do with diet, is reflux and the heartburn. And last week I have not had any capsules now for about 2 or 3 months. So I'm completely wrapped in the whole Shred 10 program, and will continue to do that. And if I can drop more weight, I'm aiming for about another 7 kilos. So if I can aim towards that, each shred, like you said, gets easier as you go. So, but yeah, I'd recommend it to anyone. I think that's it, Christy. Thank you.
No worries. Robin, that was a fantastic share. Thank you so much. And it's good to know that you've had so many great results. As you can see, people, it's an amazing program and you get to tap into it. You don't need to tap into it. You can just buy the products, but when you do purchase the products, you get access to the program, which is an extra added bonus. So, yeah. Okay, James, I think I'm handing back to you now, buddy.
Beautiful. Thank you. And thanks, Robin. And thank you, Christy, as well, buddy, to talk about this, which, for some of us is a newer thing and a newer way to look at our product. I think that all of us come to this place, looking for better health, to have it in a nice systematic way, to do it with a bit of a kickstart, and to really, Robin, you summed it up, those lifestyle changes. It's awesome to hear. The other side of things, and many of us, join this and become part of this, is because the mission with this is it's a product and a lifestyle that we can share, and we want to share that with people that we care about. When we do that, we can turn it into a business. For me personally, in the beginning, I thought I was a smart guy. I went to school, went to university, got a degree, got stuck into work and worked my bum off and kept working harder and harder and harder, thinking that was the game. But what I found, after, 25 years in the workforce was that it was anything but, and I was actually quite trapped. I couldn't stop working because the money wouldn't come in, and I felt I needed and relied on that for, who I was as a person, was so wrapped into that identity. And that was the sort of scary thought, because I thought, well, when does that end? I was very fortunate that Juice Plus was right there, literally in my household, as a business that gave me another option on that, because I could not only see Linda, but I saw some of my best friends, really embracing this and doing this, traveling, having fun, and starting to make money, where I was just sort of getting stressed, never present, never home, and making some money. But that would stop if I stopped. So the notion that, you got to go and, create a business and have a whole lot of friends, and is it a pyramid, and all those sort of, crazy myths that are out there, or, things that attach to that, I'd never really had issues with them, but I know people do. So that sort of corporate world, for me, that was my pyramid, That was it. I was in the corporate world, working my way up the rungs, up the ladders, and I'd been in several roles where I, reported in to the CEO, work hard, made the money. I've been in 2 roles now, where I got to that point. One, the company got sold, and when that happens, the writing's on the wall. It doesn't matter how good you are at your job. When your company sells, it's like game over. And in another company, I worked and strived and put everything I had in there, and they changed how I got paid. They cut my bonuses. I had my commissions changed, and all of a sudden, literally overnight, I thought I'm going to have to do as much work and get paid about 40% less. And that was gut-wrenching, because I put all my life into this. So, with Juice Plus, we get this wonderful business model. Everyone, enters at the same rung and can rise to the top position in our company, which was NMD. What I truly loved about it in this model, it was a little dog eat dog. It didn't have to be, but maybe that was my psyche. Maybe that's why I was in it and what was happening. But I was a silo in there. I didn't rely on anyone, wouldn't trust anyone, didn't want anyone's help. But with this, I saw a business that if I didn't help, and if I didn't rely on people, and if I tried to do it alone, well, that wasn't going to fly, because they're all the things you do to create things in this. And Layla summed it up. If Amanda hadn't shared it with her, Amanda's a gorgeous girl. Lived in Africa. Layla's in Cyprus now. This is a global business, and I was so attracted to that. So that notion of the whole pyramid thing, I'd done that. This was anything but. That other notion that you got to know a lot of people. Well, we'd recently moved to the Gold Coast when Linda started. We knew a handful of people, but that didn't stop her. And that hasn't stopped me. And if I look around my team, there's probably one person even in my city I live in, right? So this is a business where you will attract and find people who right, that have got similar interests and values, and that was cool. It is not a write a list and hunt your friends down club, anything but. My buddy Ben, he just had to jump off. I knew he'd tune in and want to have a bit of a listen. But Ben was one of the first guys, to put his hand up for this, and he put his hand up, and said, what do you do? What do you do? I want to take a look. I said, come and check out an event, and he did. By the morning, Ben had told his sister Kate, and all of a sudden I had 2 teamies, and I'd never even met Kate. I'm like, holy cow, that's awesome. And then she's told her best friend BJ, and by the end of the month, she told her mum Lindley, and she told her girlfriend Liz. And the coolest things was, I only knew Ben, right? And I couldn't stop this mission happening. And here's me still working in my corporate silo, not relying. Well, here's this, where Ben told someone, and it shared. Lynn and Liz, they're nurses, and they were in New Zealand. And that was cool because I'd never even been there. And nurses are carers. This is what I wanted. This was a business I wanted to be part of, right? So that notion that you got to know a lot of people, it just didn't fly that way. Social media's changed things, right? We know it has. Look at Airbnb. It's got more people sleeping in Airbnb tonight than any other hotel chain in the world, and they don't own a bed. Same with Uber, right? Stuff's changed. And we've got our smartphones we can use to build a business. I loved that. I'd studied business. I thought I was smart. I was a dope. I was a dope at least until I sort of got on board with this. I really was. And I was able to step away from that corporate career about 8 or 9 months ago. You know, what really, sort of stands out is when you do get to share it with your friends and family, and that's pretty cool, because there's a business behind this. And as we do it, things grow. We come into this business all at the same level, which is a VF, and we get to climb through, the levels in the business. What I loved was we got paid 3 ways. It's actually 4 ways. How about that? 4 ways we got paid. My last business, commission and bonus. Bonus is axed. Oh, my God. Commission cut. Holy cow. Now I'm in trouble. This business, 4 ways. The very first way is retail profit. I don't know if you can see that. That's an R on the top of my board for retail profit. So as a franchisee, we put people in touch with the company. Okay, the company ships the product, does the billing, does the follow-up, all that sort of stuff. They don't even have to look at that, and you get a little retail profit on that. That's pretty cool, and some people just love that. They just want to have a business where people they know care about and other people buy the product that comes through them, and they get a little bit of retail profit. Pretty cool. It's just like a virtual shop, right? Very, very easy. We also get paid a commission, and as we build a team, okay, we get paid part of what they earn, and that's pretty cool too. It's like a Subway franchise, right? It's a franchise. That's what it is. You got lots of franchises and you get a little bit here and there. It's really cool. The third way we get paid is bonuses, and I won't hold you in suspense. The fourth is what we call a BIB, or a marketing or business building bonus. And as we get big enough, we actually get paid a marketing allowance to take our business out there, and it's pretty cool. But I want to talk about the bonuses, particularly in the beginning when we get started. That's how they get us through. Our first level is a VF. And as we climb through the rungs, we get paid bonuses. The next one is called SDVF. You get paid a $400 bonus. The person who taught you can get paid a $400 bonus. And I love this, and I love sharing this business because I've known Angie now for 16 years, and she's in this business. She's just only recently started, and she smashed it. She got an SDVF rocket, as we call it. And I'm going to hear from Angie. Angie, I'd love to hear your story. Congratulations on your promotion. You rocked it. We love it. Okay, I'm going to take you off mute and hear a little bit of how you got started, where you're at, and what you're excited for.
All right. Thanks, James. Hi, everyone. Awesome stories about the shred. We've actually just completed ours today, so I'll touch on that. But just to start, I'm Angela. I'm lucky enough that Linda is my sister. I basically was introduced, thank goodness, to the product. I was Linda's first customer 8 years ago, and haven't looked back. My whole family have had it for over 8 years. Literally about over a month ago, finally, circumstances happened where we were forced to financially look at some other options, and I saw a light bulb moment and thought, okay, it's time. And oh my goodness, okay, I was worried about those obvious things. How many people do I know? I don't want to go to people's houses. I don't want to be that painful friend. Yeah, you don't have to be. The product will sell itself. Just to give you some idea of how I went about it, I work from home anyway in my initial job, so this is why this still really suited me as well, that I didn't really want to get back into traveling and doing all that. And so once a month we have a team meeting in a hub, and so I just took the opportunity to bake some muffins and some slices using the Complete, talking to my teamies about just the fact this is my new business. Then I just literally started to scroll through my phone. It's at people that I generally do keep in touch with fairly regular, some not so regular, and just sent out a, hey, been a long time, want to catch up. I just want to let you know about a new business. Not sure if it's for you, sort of thing, but I'd love you to just check it out. I'd really value your opinion. So I'd sort of get their permission, and it'd create a bit of curiosity, and I never had anyone say, no, don't tell me more. So then I was able to spread the word. So that was just super easy, creating that interest. I really believe there is that sort of situation of still trying to allow those probably 4 exposures by the time you start to get a genuine interest in it. This is my 5th week, as James says, proud to say, as DVF, and it's just been so easy, and this is only the beginning for me. My next step is going to be an event. I think that is pretty important when you get your confidence up a little bit, to try and just involve some people that I think I haven't met anyone yet that's not interested in their health. So I think that's the easy bit. The product's there, the system is there, and that's crucial. I'm not a nutritionalist expert. I can talk about my own story, which matters. It has an impact. People do trust who you are, to listen, and maybe even give them some complete to try, things like that I've been doing as well. So probably the best decision I've ever made. Yes, I've got my goals, but don't worry. I know the points and the bonuses are there, and that will happen. But it's about enjoying it along the way. And I mean, I'm in this for life now, no matter what. Whether I make $1,000 a month or hopefully $10,000 a month, it's changed me as a person. My husband will vouch for that on a personal note. It's given me hope personally to wake up. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about telling people. I'm proud to tell people. And I guess that's probably what's going to keep me going for an long time yet. The support that is involved with the team and the leaders just make it so easy. So don't be afraid about not knowing anything. In a way, that's actually a good thing, because there is an answer to everything and every question, and you'll learn along the way. And people often like that vulnerability, that admission of, you know what, I'm not terribly sure myself, but we have got the source and the tools to find that out. Let's get back to you. And as I said, the response has been overwhelming.
Yay. Awesome, Angie. Geez, let me stop and think how proud we are, and how, it's pretty cool to have family on board, guys.
Oh, I just wanted to say about the shred, sorry. I just wanted to quickly say, just the guys that were saying it, like, truly unbelievable. My hubby and my 23-year-old son even went on it. Now, for me to keep him satisfied on the shred, I thought this is going to be a challenge. It was so easy, because it's the right food. It's the food that's filling him, etc. It's not hard. The recipes are to die for. As Robin said, it opens you up to new experiences, new tastes that are out there that I've been so ignorant to in the past. And so it's not an effort. It's actually simple, because you've got the recipes there. You can't decide which one, basically. So thoroughly recommend that. Hubby's lost 6 kilos. I've lost nearly 5 in 10 days and feel amazing.
Blood pressure.
Oh, and his blood pressure plummeted. Awesome. To where it should be.
Oh, that's awesome. We'll get Mark to share next time around. We'd love to hear his shred story. But Angie, you've hit so many things. You've hit so many things on the mark there. You touched on money. This business can be what you want to make of it. As we rise through, the levels, we can, get to new positions, make more bonuses. As we teach, we can earn and teach as we earn. It's pretty cool in that regard. The top position, a $3,000 bonus. And this sort of stuff, is possible for anyone. There's no education requirement. There's no, type of person it's got to be. If you care and you're willing to step outside your comfort zone a little, Angie, I know you have, and you're going to share that, then it's all possible. And you can make, if it's $1,000 a month that you want to earn, awesome. There's people making that. If it's $2,000, we can go out and make that. And if it's $10,000 a month, well, there's people doing that too, and we can teach you how to do that. That's what I love about this business. It truly is the first, that I've truly been around. That is, I'm my greatest asset. That is completely unlimited. It really is. It's a wonderful company. This product's over 25 years old. The company 40 years old, and it's privately owned. I've never worked for a company as big and stable, nothing close to it. So I love that as well. This is something you can invest time in, and knowing it will be there and rewarded in the long term. And I think for many of us, that's a really, big part of it too. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for those who shared stories, did sections. It really is our community. Look at you go with the bubbers there. Well done. Hey, it is pretty cool, guys. So thank you all. This is our monthly event. We tune in the second Wednesday of each month is how it sort of works. Marie's in Bali doing her makeup, I can see, hopefully going out for a cocktail. Everyone else, thank you so much, and we'll speak soon. Okay, bye-bye. I can take you all off mute. You can say hi.
Hi, James.
Hi, James.
Hey,
Hi,
Marie.
James.
Thanks, James.
Bye.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks, Chrissy.
See ya.
Thanks.
Bye.
Boy.
So actually, you have 3 plus 3, so yeah.
Well done, Jodes.
See you, buddy.
See you, buddy. Go and have a bing bang for me. Get Benny to have a
Yeah.